Start. Hello students, I am Ashwin Kumar Shivaji Pilare. I am a teacher in Sri classes, chemistry teacher in Sri classes. Today we are going to start a first chapter of organic chemistry, halogen derivatives. Student, as we know, it's a first chapter of organic chemistry. Chemistry has a lot of branches. Chemistry has a organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry, analytical chemistry, biological chemistry. So out of all this chemistry, we are going to start with the organic chemistry. So we should know the difference between all these branches of the chemistry. What is the difference between organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry? See, when we are saying organic chemistry, we are doing a study of carbon compounds. And other than carbon compounds, all other compounds when we are studying, that all are included in the inorganic chemistry. Okay, so as we know, the organic chemistry, we are studying about the carbon compounds. Then we will deal with the hydrocarbons. So what is hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are nothing but it's a carbon bonded with the hydrogen atom. It's a covalent bond between the carbon and the hydrogen atom. So hydrocarbons are when we classify the hydrocarbons, it will be classified into aliphatic hydrocarbons and aromatic hydrocarbons. So aliphatic hydrocarbons are the open chain compound and the aromatic hydrocarbons are the closed chain compounds. Further, these aliphatic hydrocarbons are subdivided into a saturated compound and unsaturated compound. So what is a saturated compound? Saturated compounds are the compounds which are having a single bonds. For example, alkanes. And unsaturated compounds are the compounds which are having a double bond or a triple bond. For example, alkene or alkynes. And the aromatic compounds, which is a closed chain compound, having an example of benzene. Okay. So these are all about the hydrocarbons we are going to study. Then the parent family of the organic compound is the hydrocarbon, and these hydrocarbons, as we know, is divided into these two parts. Then further from the hydrocarbon, when we replace one hydrogen atom from this hydrocarbon, as the hydrocarbons are the carbon and hydrogen, and we replace that hydrogen with the halogen atom, then we will get the halogen derivatives. Like which halogen we are going to replace? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So as we go further, these two things which we have to keep in mind, that when we are using R in our chemical reaction, that's R is denotes an alkyl group, and when we are denoting X, this X is denote for the halogen atoms. So in a further chemical reaction, when we are going to use all these two terms you have to keep in mind. So as we know that when we remove one hydrogen atom from the hydrocarbon, with the halogen atom we are getting the halogen derivatives, and these halogen derivatives are classified on the basis of two things. One is the hydrocarbon skeleton, and another is on the basis of number of halogen atoms and the type of hybridization. Okay, so in a short, if I say a type of hybridization, the hybridizations are of three types: sp3, sp2 and sp. Any of the chemical reaction, when we get a single bond, we can consider that single bond as a sp3 hybridized carbon atom. When any two carbon atoms are attached with a double bond, then we can say it's a sp2 hybridized, and when any two carbon atoms are attached with the triple bond, we can say it's a sp hybridized. Okay, so as halogen derivatives are classified on the basis of their hydrogen skeleton, again further these hydrogen skeletons are further divided into haloalkanes. So these haloalkanes, for example, CH3, CH2X. So this X is attached to this alkane group. If you say it's a ethane, CH3, when we remove one hydrogen atom from this ethane with the halogen atom, then we get this haloalkanes. Similarly, it's further divided into haloalkenes. CH2 double bond CH when one of the hydrogen atom from this CH2 gets replaced with the halogen atom, we get haloalkenes. In the same way, haloalkynes, when CH triple bond CH, that hydrogen atom when get replaced with this halogen atom, we get this haloalkynes. And in haloarenes, when this benzene rings, in this benzene ring, one of the hydrogen atom gets replaced with this halogen atom, we got this haloarenes. So when we go to other sides of this classification, when we classify this on the basis of the number of halogen atom and the type of hybridization, it's classified initially with the help of alkyl halides. Alkyl halides are the halogen atom attached to when any of the halogen atom is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon atom. As we discussed here, sp3 hybridized carbon atom means a single bonded carbon atom. Then we will get the alkyl halides, and these alkyl halides are further divided into primary halides, secondary halides, and tertiary halides. In the nomenclature, we will discuss about this primary, secondary, and tertiary alkyl halides. Then after the alkyl halides, we go for alkylic halides. Alkylic halides is the when the halogen atom is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom. sp3 hybridized carbon atom, then we get this alkylic halides. For example, is CH3 double bond CH CH2X. Then further we will go for the benzylic halides, that halogen atom will attach to the sp3 hybridized carbon atom, which is further bonded to aromatic ring. That is, this is the halogen atom which is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom, followed by the benzene ring, which is an aromatic ring. Then vinylic halides. Vinylic halides, when the halogen atom is attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. For example, this is a vinyl group, that is CH2 double bond CH. This is a vinyl group, and when a halogen atom is attached to this vinyl group, we get this vinyl halides. In the same way, haloalkynes. In a haloalkynes, when halogen is attached to sp hybridized. Sp hybridized means triple bond. When the carbon atom is having a triple bond. So halogen atom is attached to the sp hybridized carbon atom. Then we get the haloalkyne, that is CH triple bond CX. In the same way, aryl halides, when the halogen atom is directly attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of an aromatic ring. So this is an aromatic ring, and when this halogen atom is directly attached to this aromatic ring, we get aryl halides. For example, now this halogen atom is attached to the ortho positions of this aromatic ring, so we get the orthohalotoluene. So in this way, as we are discussing about the halogen derivatives, we are discussing about fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine, they all are non-metals. As we go down, they are belongs to the 17th group of the periodic table. As we go down in the periodic table and check the reactivity, you can find the fluorine is a highly reactive substance and iodine is a least reactive substance. If we talk about the fluorine, which is electronegative and a very highly reactive element, it's a diatomic gas at a room temperature. If we are conducting any experiments in the lab, we can find that the fluorine, if we want to conduct an experiment, and fluorine we can get it as in a room temperature in the gaseous form. Same way, the chlorine also we can get as a diatomic gas at a room temperature. But in case of bromine we can get a diatomic liquid at a room temperature. So at a room temperature, bromine we can get in the liquid form. But an iodine at a room temperature, we can get it in a solid form. So all are a diatomic molecule. That's why when we are using in the reaction further, we will use as a F2, Cl2, Br2 and I2.